Once, in a small village at the edge of a great forest, there lived a young man named Leo. Leo was known for his quick temper and impulsive nature. If something angered him, he would shout. If something tempted him, he would grab it without thinking. His lack of self-control often led him into trouble. He would argue with friends, waste money on foolish things, and eat until he felt sick. One day, after a particularly bad outburst, Leo's oldest friend, a quiet and thoughtful man named Marcus, took him aside. "You are like a boat without a rudder," Marcus said. "You drift wherever the wind takes you. But a man must learn to steer himself, or life will steer him into storms." Leo was tired of his own mistakes. He knew Marcus was right. "But how?" he asked. "How do I master myself?" Marcus smiled. "The same way you master anything: practice, patience, and understanding. Self-control is not about chains. It is about choice." That day, Leo decided to change. He began by observing himself. He noticed when anger rose in his chest, when greed whispered in his ear, when laziness pulled at his limbs. Instead of acting at once, he paused. He breathed. He asked himself, "Is this what I truly want?" The first test came soon. At the market, a merchant cheated him. Before, Leo would have shouted, maybe even thrown something. But this time, he stepped back. He counted to 10. He asked himself, "Will anger fix this?" Instead, he spoke calmly, pointed out the mistake, and walked away when the merchant refused to listen. He felt lighter, freer, not because he had won, but because he had chosen not to lose himself. Next, he faced desire. He loved sweet cakes, and the baker's shop smelled like heaven. Before, he would buy 3 and eat them all in one sitting. Now, he stopped. He asked, "Will this make me happy later?" Ali bought one, savored it slowly, and found it tasted even better without guilt. As weeks passed, Leo practiced in small ways. When he wanted to sleep late, he got up early. When he felt like complaining, he stayed silent. It was hard first, like holding back a wild horse. But over time, the horse learned to obey. One evening, a storm raged outside. Leo's neighbor, a rude and noisy man, played loud music late into the night. Leo's old self would have pounded on the wall or stormed over to argue. But now he sat still. He breathed. He reminded himself, why control my peace, not him? He put on soft music of his own, read a book, and let the noise fade into the background. Months later, the village faced a crisis. A fire broke out near the forest, and everyone rushed to help. Panic spread, people ran in chaos, but Leo stayed calm. He organized buckets, directed the crowd, and kept his head clear. After the fire was put out, the villagers praised him. "How did you stay so steady?" they asked. Leo thought of Marcus's words. "Self-control is not for the easy moments," he said. "It is for the hard ones." The years passed. Leo was no longer the reckless young man he had been. He had become a guide for others, just as Marcus had been for him. He taught them that self-control was not about denying joy, but about choosing the right joy. It was not about suffering, but about freedom. Freedom from being a slave to every passing feeling. One day a boy with a fiery temper came to him, just as he had once gone to Marcus. "How do I master myself?" the boy asked. Leo smiled. "Watch your thoughts. Pause before you act. Ask yourself what kind of person you wish to be. And remember, every small choice is a step on the path." The boy frowned. "That sounds slow." "It is," Leo said. "But so is the growth of a tree. And look how strong the trees become." And so, the lesson continued. as it had for centuries, as it will for centuries more. For self-control is not a single battle, but a lifelong practice. It is the art of holding the reins of your own mind, not to choke it, but to guide it wisely. And in that guidance you find not restriction, but the truest form of freedom.